A soft breeze gently rustled the sheer curtains. The white lace fluttered lightly in the morning sunlight. Above, a ceiling carved with intricate wooden patterns loomed overhead. She began to awaken. Her eyelids felt heavy, her limbs like they were weighed down by lead. But something stirred. Birdsong. The sound of wind. The fluttering of cloth. This was not a hospital room, not her bedroom at home. This wasn't the world she knew at all.
Your Highness?
A gentle voice called from beside the bed, accompanied by the shadow of someone leaning close.
Princess Milana, have you awoken, Your Highness?
She still couldn't quite speak, but her eyes opened wider. Reflected in her gaze was a young woman in a classic maid uniform, braided reddish-brown hair, soft green eyes, and a face full of worry.
Who are you?
The maid's eyes widened slightly, but she quickly smiled calmly and placed a hand softly over the princess's.
I am Rita, Your Highness. I serve as your personal maid.
She paused, her expression gentle yet uncertain.
Do you not remember me, Your Highness?
Her voice trembled slightly, not from fear, but concern. Milana furrowed her brow. Confusion still clouded her thoughts. Her past memories were a blur. The only thing she was certain of was,
I'm not the princess you knew.
She didn't say it aloud, but her heart screamed those words. Milana thinking,
Rita, personal maid, Your Highness. What is she talking about?
She touched her face and body slowly, ran her fingers through hair that was longer than she remembered, skin smoother than it should be. Every sensation told her this wasn't her body.
Could I have a mirror, please?
Her voice was soft, like she was afraid to confirm what she already suspected. Rita hesitated for a moment, then nodded gently.
Yes, Your Highness. Just a moment.
She stood silently, walked to the wooden cabinet against the wall, and retrieved a small silver-framed mirror. She returned and handed it to Milana with care. Milana accepted the mirror with trembling hands. Her eyes quivered as she saw the reflection. Long silver hair, soft violet eyes that weren't hers, delicate lips, pale cheeks, yet beautiful. This wasn't her, not the high school girl who had been standing outside her school just yesterday. Milana thinking,
Wow, is this really me? So cute.
Her eyes widened, her heart raced without warning. She gripped the mirror tighter as she examined the face again. That cute little mouth, the gem-like purple eyes, the flawlessly smooth skin that seemed to glow with morning light. She was mesmerized. Her lips curled into a soft smile, like someone who had just fallen in love with herself.
This is totally the heroine in an Ode to Me game.
She muttered softly. Rita looked at the princess with mild confusion. She watched silently as Milana held the mirror and smiled at herself like she was enchanted by something. Rita blinked once, standing quietly, trying not to show her surprise. Rita thinking,
Your Highness, are you truly all right?
Milana slowly lowered the mirror, glancing toward the writing desk against the far wall. Milana thinking,
That desk, there must be something. A letter, a journal, something to tell me who she really was.
But Rita was still standing beside the bed, watching her with concern. Milana turned to her and offered a small, polite smile.
Miss Rita? I would love a nice cup of tea. Could you prepare one for me?
Rita blinked, clearly surprised. The princess never spoke this softly before, so polite, rather than the usual commanding tone she always used. Rita thinking,
Did Her Highness just speak to me so gently?
She pressed her lips together, hiding her surprise, then smiled brightly and bowed slightly.
Of course, please forgive me. I should have prepared it as soon as you awoke.
She replied smoothly and turned swiftly. leaving the room in silence once more. Milana turned her gaze back to the desk, eyes now a bit more focused. Milana thinking,
I don't need deep secrets. I just want to know this body's real name.
She carefully rose from bed and walked slowly toward the writing desk. As Rita's footsteps faded beyond the door, Milana took a deep breath. She lifted her skirt slightly and stepped down from the bed. The cold floor tingled against her bare feet, but she walked cautiously toward the desk. A dark-stained wooden desk sat beside the sunlit window. On it were an ink pot, a quill, thick notebooks, and neatly stacked paper. Among them, a single cream-colored envelope lay at the center. Milana thinking,
A letter, addressed to whom?
She picked it up and carefully opened the seal. Inside was a lavender-scented sheet of paper, handwritten in elegant script. To Her Highness, Milana Seraphine Celesta, the light of the Empire. Though I have no right to stand beside you, every night I close my eyes, I pray for your happiness. If I could only see you from afar, that would be enough. If ever you forget your own feelings, please remember, there was someone who once loved you with all their heart, with deepest respect, the nameless one. Milana froze for a moment. Milana thinking,
A love letter to me too, Milana? The previous Milana had someone who loved her this deeply?
She looked at the full name again, written on the first line.
Milana Serafini Celeste?
A name unfamiliar, yet somehow solid and heavy with meaning. Milana thinking,
So that's my full name now, Princess Milana, is that it?
She gently folded the letter back into the envelope and returned it to its place. Her expression was thoughtful, but a spark had appeared in her eyes. She took a soft breath, gazing around the room again. The curtains, the bedding, the sunlight, the ornate furniture. Everything looked like a dream, yet she felt the weight of reality pressing more heavily on her shoulders. Milana thinking,
Don't tell me I really have to live as a princess now?
She sighed quietly and hugged her arms around herself. Milana whispering,
I never asked for a life like this. That's the end of today's story. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you again in the next one.